Hello everyone, my name is Kasai. I am a tarot reader and a channeler. I have messages today, so if you have found yourself here, these messages might be for you. However, if they do not fit, do not force them. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, let's get into it, Spirit. Tap me into the collective energy. What do we have for the collective today, Spirit? Ooh, that was so fast. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. Alright. We have the Three of Cups. Now, this is an energy of celebration. This is an energy of joy, of companionship. This is an energy of like-minded. And even if it's not like-minded, this is just it's a jovial energy. Okay. This is celebrating small achievements. This is letting the hair down. This is letting yourself feel a little loose. This could definitely be celebrating with friends, and not just celebrating, you know. It could be great group get-togethers where things feel lively, where things feel happy, where there's laughing, where there's smiles. This is appreciating each other as well, whether just yourself or another, you in spirit, you in a group, whatever it might be. There's appreciation here. Okay, and we have the Death card on the back. So this is like, there's like a celebration of some sort of ending that's taking place here with the Death card. We're celebrating some sort of transformation. Something has ended and something new has taken its place. And this could be in the realm of friendship as well, okay? It could be that an old friendship has ended and a new one has begun. An old friend group has ended and a new one has begun. An old way of connecting in friendship has ended and a new way has begun. Okay. Can I get more information on the Death card, please? More information on the Death card, please. Can I get one card at a time? More information on the Death card, please. Two cards again. I'm taking them both upright. Okay. Oh. Okay, there's definitely been some sort of ending. Now, this was an ending that involved some sort of pain. Okay, this is typically a betrayal energy, but it doesn't have to be. There was something that caused some sort of energy that felt very unfair, or that felt unjust, that it's the end of something that was not aligned with one's own values or morals. There's something here about a negative energy, okay, about negative, right? A lower vibration, something that was not for the highest good of the self or the self and other. Okay, take it as it resonates. One second. Okay, I'm getting a message here that there could be, this could be an ending to a lifestyle. Because we have the Hermit and the Queen of Cups to clarify the Death card. It could have been that there was a lifestyle or a phase of life where there was a lot of this third-party energy, where it wasn't just you focused on you. It was you focused on you and the external, or just the external, whether that was friendship or family or partners. Okay, there could have been a lot of quote-unquote celebration events, going out, or even if not going out, participating in recreational things, whatever that may be. That, you know, that varies widely. Okay, it's like the ending of some sort of lifestyle that was not aligned. It was something lower vibrational. Okay, again, this was either just with the self or with others, but if it was just with the self, it involved it involved like the influence of the other, or it involved the concept of collaboration, or the concept, not collaboration, the concept of interconnection, of group mind. Okay, there's something here about great individuality, especially great individuality within the emotions. The emotions are no longer tied to some sort of lifestyle or some sort of group or some sort of third party, whatever that is for you personally. It's going to vary for everyone. But this death card here, there's a great emotional intelligence surrounding, and there's also a receptivity surrounding the nature of endings and beginnings, of life and death, of change, transformation, sacrifice, of I'm getting humility here with the Pope, that is offering. There's nothing in his hands. It's as though he's like offering his, I don't want to say his self, his wisdom. It's his, what is being offered here? It's a surrender is what it is. What's being offered is control. This is a surrender to the cycles of life. There is a lot of internal wisdom here, a lot of emotional wisdom, that emotional intelligence. All right, someone is very aligned with their own emotions. There's some sort of guidance, intuitive guidance. This person is very intuitively driven, very driven by the light of their own internals, their own subconscious, their own shadow. This person has found the light within the self, whether this be you or another. Okay. One second, my throat's really dry. I'm gonna get a cough drop. I don't know where I was at before I got the cough drop. Sorry. It feels as though there's some sort of cycle. It's a cycle of the way that you relate to others in general. It's the end of a cycle of relating your own life to the other. This is like purely moving based off of one's own guidance, one's own intentions, one's own inner wisdom and life experience. This is moving from a place of the self, regardless of the other, not in relation to the other, regardless of the other. This just feels so powerful. It also feels very quiet. This pair together, it feels very quiet, very calm. Very like the calm before the storm. But here we've had an ending. Okay, there's a storm that has already taken place. There was a final ending. Something is done and over with. And this was a phase of life and a lifestyle and a form of relating to others. The way it took form, the way it took shape. And that's why it could mean the end of a friendship and a new friendship beginning, the end of a friend group and a new friend group coming together, the end of the way you, yeah, it could mean those two things. I feel like I'm missing something. It's something along those lines. Okay, that's how it's going to manifest physically. But emotionally, this is a healthy and intuitive detachment from the other. Not in a way of isolating the self, not in a way of pushing away the other. This is just in a way of deep presence of the self, especially in the emotional body here, while also connecting to the other. But it's like a present, it's like this, it's carrying a presence of the self without relation to the other, without comparison to the other. This is an emotional embodiment of one's own what is this? It's one's own, it's not just identity or life experience. It's, I don't know, it's, what word do I put to that energy, Spirit? This is an embodiment of one's own personal flow. Okay, one's own vibration. This is vibrational alignment in one's emotional body, but in one's intuitive body. Okay, I think this is more than just speaking to emotion. This is speaking to the flow of the intuition. This is a consistent stream of channeling from the higher self. Can also be from the spirit team. This isn't externally guided. This isn't externally validated. This isn't externally even related. This is purely internally aligned and guided. Okay. And it may, for some of you, this may have been due to this energy, this painful energy. Possibly something unjust or unfair. Or something that was inconclusive, unresolved, something that was, it could have been a level of betrayal. It could have been self-betrayal, right? This can also stand to victim mindset. There's an ending of a victim mindset here, because whenever you are, no matter on what level or in what amount you relate to the other, right? You can relate to the other without living your life related to the other. Does that make sense? Okay, we are all one, but we are also individual within that one. And there's a need to separate what is ours from what is the other's in order to live in a way that is guided without relation to the other. And in that, we can be our full selves. So we can authentically relate to the other when we are faced with relation. I hope this is making sense. Okay, it'll make sense to those that are meant to understand it. I have faith in that. Okay, yeah, it's the ending of some sort of victimization. It's a final ending and a reset in that. It's a surrender to the life cycles. The cycles of relation. Not the ending of the cycle. The ending of the cycle of being guided or moved or influenced by the relation of the other. A surrender to the relation. Like we're all one. That's how we are related. We're all one. I see you in me, and I see me in you. But it's not living the life based off of who you're related to, who you are relating to, and what ways you're relating in any forms of comparison, in any forms of needing the other to relate to us. It's just being of the self in one's own flow and having deep compassion for the self that is, the self that was, the self that will be. That feels right. Okay. Yeah, we have the High Priestess and the Page of Cups. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely about the intuition. Someone here is extremely intuitive. Someone listens to their intuitive guidance. This definitely feels like higher self and physical, human, 3D self in a consistent communication. And it's done playfully. It's done with a whimsy. It's very deep. It's very, very deep. But is done so and is expressed with a whimsy, with a compassion. There's a lot of empathy within this person, whether you or another. There's a lot of empathy that is present here, especially for the self. But because of that, and no, not because. There's a lot of empathy for the self, and with that, empathy for the other. It's the end of the state of the nature of relation and a surrender to the cycle of relation. The end. One second. And in that, I mean the cycle being as within, so without. As without, so within. The loop, the feedback loop from the self to the other to the self. From the self to the higher realms to the other. To the lower realms to the self. Okay? And that's beautiful. It's very tranquil because it's a flow, because it's a continuous feedback loop. This is a very interesting reading. Okay. Someone is extremely tapped into their intuition at this time. Extremely tapped into... and it feels like what comes from the emotions as well. There's an alignment of the emotions with the intuition. So you're very aware of what is yours and what is not emotionally. It's because of this grounding. All right, there's a connection to your body. It's mind, body, spirit here. It's definitely mind, body, spirit. There's a connection to the earth in a way that is very replenishing. And by earth, I don't just mean the ground, the dirt. I mean earth, nature. I mean the wind. I mean the bugs, the birds, the trees and the flowers, the dirt. That's very replenishing. It's a very natural state. Someone's in a very natural state of being. Okay, there's birthing here of some sort of emotional manifestation through replenished emotion, a replenished cup, a full, a replenished cup, yes. What was once maybe empty is now replenished. There's not a fight within the self. There's not a struggle within the self. And there's no like a block or obstacle that the self is putting in the way of the other or of the cycle of the transformation that is taking place, is, has, will be, is. Presence, again, it's very present. This person is very present within their own energy, within their own center. There could definitely be with the Page of Cups some sort of third eye upgrade taking place at this time. I do feel as though I can strongly sense here that there is like, it's like someone knows what is to happen